bitches, how are you? Hi, Bojang. Can hear me, right? Is it quiet? It feels quiet. Feels quiet. I'm gonna change the microphone. Give me a second. It's better. Can you hear music still? Okay. Have a nice day. I'm so in so much pain. How was my weekend? It was good. Don't know what I did. I think usually when my Sunday feels productive, I feel like I did a lot for the weekend, but today I was just mainly in pain. I did quite a bit in the morning and wrote some Christmas cards. I took all the cards out, bought some stamps, organized the cards, and today, and then I went grocery shopping for the week, and then I organized the grocery shop, but then I was in so much pain that I took a nap. And then I came back. I woke up, and then I got ready for stream. That's about it. That's all I did today. Yeah. Ooh, sorry. I kicked the thing. Hi, David. Tiffy, thank you for 29 months. How you been? You never said when you're coming over. What the heck? I thought you were coming over. Hi, Quick. Happy birthday with it as well. Can you go purchase another one? Because I haven't written yours yet anyway. So just go purchase another one and then just put it in the thing. Because I'm going to forget. I don't have my website is the only where I'm organizing it. If you don't put it in the request, I'm not going to remember. Why are you on self-lockdown? Yeah, so if you could just rewrite the order, then I would know. Because I'm going to write it in a piece of paper, and then I'm going to lose that piece of paper. Now I need to go out to get some stuff done. What are you trying to get done if you can share? Clean your whole apartment? Yeah, that's just tiring though, so make sure you still do something. Simon, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you for 28 months of Kairi, honey-chan. Merci. Yeah, but you're never gonna finish. You gotta worry about worry about yourself too. It's not just about work. Okay? Things are gonna be okay. David! Thank you for 237. Welcome back for 43 months. Let's go! Chester, thank you so much for 2 months. Now you're stuck. What's for dinner? I have no idea yet. I really love your new cooking videos. I'm glad you guys like them. It takes me hours to make them and days to edit them. I'm getting slightly faster though. But yeah. I'm glad you guys like them. I actually got a lot of followers from the last video, the chicken potatoes one. Like a lot. Because I remember when I posted it, I was like less than 3,900. I'm at 3,985 now. I'm like, girl, your girl's doing good. Yeah, I don't know what to eat for dinner because I didn't cook today. I have like some leftover like rice thing I made, but I don't want to eat that. Yeah. Thanks, Chester. Yeah, I'm trying to eat something. Trying to eat something. Ooh, is it a kebab day? I need to eat less meat. Hi, Jamie. So yeah, guys, I've been so, like, following my doctor. This is a heated blanket, by the way. Like, I can't... Like, I have heat up so much, but I'm still, like, kind of cold. I'm just, like, I'm not super cold, but I'm still kind of cold. I should also probably cover my tummy as well. Just a little bit. Just a little tummy cover. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we're just in a blanket for right now, because I'm, like, I have 3 blankets. One of them is heated. That's good, man. What should I eat? Okay, so the thing is, I was too lazy to make food, right? But then, all of the stuff I can order, I make better ones. So why the fuck would I order it? And it's so expensive. Is it like a chicken type of day again? Toasty! Welcome back for 2 years, Okairi. Anita. What are we eating today? I have no idea. So I can't eat anything raw. So like to the point that even if I eat a burger, I'd have to either pick out the lettuce or like cook the lettuce. Yep. That's me. Like I can't eat any salads anymore. Like all the veggies that I eat has to be cooked. Yeah, no raw veggies for me. And nothing cold for me. So I gave away all my ice cream. I also did a big shopping ice cream, like right before I saw like the Chinese doctor. And like I had half of my freezer all like with like Magnum and like Fudgesicle. This morning I gave it away to Kai. He took it home. I can't eat ice cream. I can't eat anything cold. Even if I drink milk, I have to heat it up. I can't. Nothing cold for me. Literally, room temperature water is too cold for me. But ever since I started listening to her, I already feel a lot better. Like I sleep better, and you know something? Like you know how I always tell you guys, I get so hot and heated when I sleep. But after I started to listen to her, I don't get that hot anymore. So I don't wake up because of being hot. Yeah, you could never. You're not suffering from it. You don't have to. There's no need. But I don't drink that much cold drinks anyway. You know that. Like, also I have to give up watermelon in the, like, especially in the winter. And then in the summer, like, I can have watermelon in a hyped, like, on a, you know, on a hot day, but I can't have it cold. Like, it can't be from a fridge. It has to be, like, room temperature, like a fresh watermelon. Fucking life. Yup. And no more fruits for me either. Like, I have to eat, well, the thing is, I can eat fruits, but I have to heat it up. So, like, who the fuck is gonna want to eat warm fruits? What the fuck? No. I'm just not gonna eat it. Yeah. No more ice cream. Boba, I can only drink it warm. Fucking hell, what can I eat? You did... What? You ate it in chocolate... You ate what in chocolate fondue? Oh, fruits? Ah, yeah. Yeah, but I have to cut down my chocolate as well. Just... Okay, so things I'm allowed to eat. It's like oats. Oats I'm allowed to eat. I can eat some meat, but I have to cut down pork belly, so like it's too fatty. And I have to like eat lots of veggies, but they all have to be cooked. Tofu I can eat, which I love. I can eat like edamame, like all that like planty stuff I can eat, except I can't eat broccoli anymore. I can't eat green chili. Green chili, big or small, can't eat any of that. Yeah, it's all very specific shit I can't eat. So this is like specific to me as well. Like this isn't something like other people need to cut down to be in better health. It's just me. So to explain the reason why I have to do this, like all of that stuff tends to stress out my spleen, and my spleen is very weak from like wearing crop tops, from drinking things that are cold while wearing crop tops, and then just like not dress warm in general, which like expose the spleen and stomach area, and it like stops working as well. So when it doesn't function as well, it doesn't process oil as well, and it doesn't rid of your body's moisture, like it doesn't rid of your body's water as well, which is why I get swollen. As you guys know, I've been struggling for a while. And yeah, so that's all of the reason. And like all the things that I can't eat is because, well, I mean, I can keep eating them and I'm not gonna die, but like I'll just keep struggling with like shoulder pain, neck pain, and water retention. Yeah. So what I'm hearing is I should yes, crop tops are not great for you. And I mean, like she said, I don't have to stop wearing them, but there's consequences in wearing them. And the thing is, like when it's super hot out, you can wear crop tops, but at the same time, you need to realize when you go inside, it's usually very heavily AC'd, and then you're gonna get very cold. So like if you don't change right away, if you don't change right away, it just like it's gonna like influence your health, right? So like I think dressing appropriately, don't let yourself get cold, is the main thing. Instead of like, oh, just like you just can't wear crop tops. You can, but you just need to make sure that you're not cold. Sounds like something a conservative person made up, but I'm no doctor. I mean, if it is true, then it wouldn't have already worked for me though. Like the thing is also it's like when if it doesn't work for me, I wouldn't listen to it. You know what I mean? And the thing is, it's already worked, and it's only gonna work more. It still sounds like it. I mean, that's the thing though. But like it doesn't sound like it because it's not telling you to not expose other areas. You can still expose your legs. You can expose like even like your chest, but like it's telling you not to expose your stomach because that's actually where your organs are. Because your body temperature is at like 37, 38, right? And internal is like slightly higher. But when your skin and contact is lower than that, and like a lot lower than that, and there's wind blowing on it, it's gonna cool down the inner organs, and that's like. I think that's pretty scientific if you ask me. But yeah. Like if it's a conservative person that made it up, then you just have to cover everything, cover your head too. Right? Cover your hair, cover your cleavage, cover your neck, cover your ankles, cover everything. Man. It's not saying that, it's just like cover your fucking stomach. So I don't think that's like, I mean, conservative is like, you know, then it would tell me to cover everything, but it's more just like cover your goddamn stomach because like, you know, your spleen is starting to malfunction. It's not working as well. Plus you're eating all these things that stress it. So like just stop all of that and then you're gonna see improvement. I was like, cool. Yep. But what do I eat is the big question. I need to eat. Splendid. Dude. Okay. What do I eat? What do I feel like? Can I eat something super oily, but I also don't want to not eat meat? Is it a kebab day? Nah, barbecue is very heavy, huh? Chicken? Dumplings. Dumplings sounds kind of good, actually. Like, yeah. Okay, gonna do that. Yeah, dumpling sounds good actually. Steamed vegetable dumplings. Some meat dumplings. What'd you guys eat? Hasasko. Good night. You have a nice week. Hi, Molecule. That room looks cozy. Yes, it is very cozy, actually. It's just still cold, though. I put my AC at, like, I put my heat at, like, 24 degrees, and it's still cold. As long as my stomach is not cold, I'm good. Yeah, so we're gonna get some wonton soup. Yeah, 24 is high, isn't it? I don't sleep in that temperature, but when I'm streaming, yeah. That's 75 Fahrenheit for you imperialists. Yeah, it's 24, not super high for like heat temperature. I feel like that's pretty high. Ooh. Hi, Michael. So I got some chicken pot stickers, some steamed veggie dumplings. Dan! Thank you for 21 months of kairi. お兄ちゃん、お父ちゃん。Is this your... It's just memeing on like getting spammed over Christmas songs. That's funny. Hi, is it almost 2 years already? I know. I know. This is a Instagram song. Okay, do I need this many things? Fuck it. I'm on my period. I need to treat myself. I have some date stories to share. Okay, I ordered. Cool. At least it's gonna come fast. It's kind of close to me. Alright, so I ended up, so remember I told you guys about there was a person that I started seeing, I went on like 3 dates with, and then last week I was saying that I don't want to see him because he was just away for so long. But then I was talking to him, and I went back to our like chat log, and I kind of like was looking at it. I was like, okay. Like going through the conversations, and I'm realizing I don't want to see him, not because he went away. I don't want to see him because I'm not vibing with him. And there's a couple things. I don't really want to go into details because I'm actually gonna, like, we're still gonna be friends, so I don't really want to, I don't really want to, like, say too much, but it was like, I think he was just being very, I would say, I would call it insecure, and it was like trying to appease a lot, and it was getting like kind of annoying, because it was just like he was sent me quite a bit of things that are like show offy about, it's almost like to show off how good of a date he is, and I'm just like, oh god, I'm not a fan, and normally how I am, I would just like slowly, kind of, like, it's like a slow ghost situation. I would like respond less and less words, and eventually they'll get it and we'll stop messaging. That's usually what I do. Without having to like have a conversation, because like, okay, so in the past, the reason I started doing that, hi Stevie, the reason I started to do that is not because of anything else. It's just like some guys, they get really salty, and the conversation just gets really like bad when I'm like honest. I'm just like, okay, I don't really want to see you in that capacity anymore. If you want to be friends or you don't want to talk to me anymore, that's all good and stuff. But they start to like insult you, so like I slowly stopped being honest with men. I just slowly started this like slow ghost thing where I just text them less and less. But yesterday I decided that since we were doing this new being authentic thing, I was like, nah. I'm just gonna be really honest. Hi, Mist. I'm gonna be really honest. I'm gonna tell him. I just like, yeah, I'm not vibing with you romantically. If you want to be friends, we could be friends. But like, I think people are not really serious about being friends a lot of the times when they say they want to be friends. So I'm gonna leave it up to you. And then he actually took it really well. He actually took it really, really well. He's like, oh yeah, so I was hiding something from you. So like, the dude was like going through a divorce, but he never said anything, which was like kind of weird. I was like, why didn't you say something? And I was like, because I don't really mind, but I was like, well, this is the kind of information you're gonna have to say eventually. So like, you kind of being dodgy about it just seems dishonest, And then he's just like, oh yeah, some friends were telling me like, oh, you're never gonna give me a chance if I was divorced. I'm like, no, I think I didn't like the caginess of interacting with you. Yeah. No. He wasn't, when he responded that he was going through a divorce, he wasn't trying to like get me to back being interested. He was more saying that, no, to be honest with you, I was going through a divorce, and yeah, you're right. Like, I'm definitely like, I wasn't being myself and I wasn't authentic. It sucks that I'm gonna have to miss the chance of dating you, but I'm really, really glad that you were honest with me and you called me out. And I was like, cool. And then he's like, I'm gonna be very happy to be your friend. And here's why I was being like this. And he's like, I was going through a divorce and I didn't know if I should tell you. And like, yeah. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah. But yeah, so, so like that's that. And like, I'm actually very, very happy that I decided to be honest. Like, like, not brutally honest, but more just like, I'm not interested. I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want to see you like that anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Apto. And the thing is, I was just like, and then he's like, well, here's what you get for, like listening to your friend's advice, for not being upfront. And I was like, yeah, but then also, like, you need to understand, like, no matter how close you are with people, most people don't live in their truth. So if you are someone who preaches about that, at least you should be doing it too, because that's basically what I told him. Yeah, and then he's like, you're right. And then, like, well, my punishment is missing out on dating you, but that's okay. Like, I deserve that, Yeah. And I was just like, this is something I would recommend. Like, if you are going through that, I would recommend putting that shit on your fucking profile so you wouldn't waste your time dealing with people that care that you've had an unsuccessful marriage before. You know what I mean? Like, that's just saving your own time and saving other people's time. Maybe that's just me, but I think honesty is always, this isn't something like small or anything, like when we went on those 3 days and he was talking about his ex, and I was just like, oh yeah, your ex, but then now I'm just like, okay, your ex-wife, like, the fuck? That's a big difference. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna go boil some water and get hot water. But yeah, anyway, like, I feel like I can kind of understand when someone doesn't want to, like, say it. I don't agree with it, but I can kind of understand it. Because, like, I mean, because they were, okay, after we talked, and he was like, they were married, like, for 6 years. They were together for 6 years and all that stuff. And I was just like, I mean, like, it just sounds like you're not ready to date. Just, like, chill on that, honestly. Like, it's not, like, you're in no hurry, and then I was saying that you don't, like, I understand why you'd be scared to tell someone, but the thing is, you might as well just rip off the Band-Aid and put that shit on your profile, so you don't have to talk about it. Weren't you here last week asking the same thing? Yeah, I go to the gym and I do Pilates, but yeah. Hi, Auntie. Yeah. And it was funny because okay, so on paper, this guy was like, I would say, on the dating, like, if you're judging from, like, very normal, materialistic, almost like socioeconomic class type of judging, you would think that he's, like, pretty high up there. Because he has a really good job, and he graduated from a really good university, yada, 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 right? But then, I went on dates with this one other guy. He's Chinese, French, Canadian. And honestly, when I first went on a date with him, I wasn't really that interested. And the second time, he was cool, like, he's very, like, comfy to hang around. And then the second date, I liked him a little bit more, and I saw him yesterday, and I liked him a little bit more, you know? Like, I was just like, okay, like, I much prefer this. And I think on paper, this guy isn't as, you know, whatever, but I much prefer, like, it just felt so much more comfy being around this guy, because he doesn't have, like, baggage. He don't look like he has baggage, and so far I haven't seen any. And he doesn't seem like he's trying that hard, which is also kind of nice. It was funny, because yesterday we went to this pho place that me and my friends usually go, and I actually ended up bumping into two of my friends, like Kai and my other friend Andrew, and we ended up sitting together, and we were like on a date. So I was like, you're good with this? Like, we don't have to. We can just wait for another table, because the whole restaurant was like super packed. So like it was really hard to get a table, and my friends like came after us, and then it was like, oh, if you guys want to stay in the same table, and he actually offered, which was kind of cool. Yeah. But it was definitely kind of weird though. Michael, thank you for 110 bits. Yeah. Hi, Ezra. But yeah, it's kind of nice. What? Dude, are you good? Are you good? I'm so hungry. Hungry. Ooh, he's gonna be here in like 1 minute. That was fast as fuck. How are you guys feeling? You happy? Having a happy week? As happy as I can be on a Sunday, but vacation. So how long is your Christmas vacation? Two weeks? Nice. I'm already back to work, so kind of okay. Back to work from... Oh! Like on a Sunday? I'm simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Dude, when I first hear, like whenever, like first time when you go to a grocery store and they start playing Christmas music, it's like so happy. And you're like in the grocery store for like 10 minutes, you're like, okay, well, Dad, this shit needs to stop. So I can't imagine how you feel. Honestly, can't. So do you normally work on Sundays? Hi, Aki. Do you use your phone to take your pictures? Depending on what picture. Because I have a lot of cameras too. So mostly I use my phone to take pictures, yes. Because the ease of access, how easy it is to take a picture with your phone, you know? Whereas like a camera, I have to set up like the tripod and I have to do the angle and I have to go back and check how it is. I think my food is almost here. I can hear him taking it out of the baggage. I'm wearing like a tick sock today. I think I might want a ticker sock. I'm gonna go get a sticker sock. You work every Sunday? Coming! Thank you! Thank you. He was so fast, let me tip the guy. Well, I'm working on a Sunday too, so. But I understand my work seems a lot more fun. I'm in so much pain right now though. Holy shit. No, I have I have like period cramps. That's what I have. Yeah, I can't relate, right? And also, like, I could have just easily bailed on my work. But I decided not to because I actually look forward to streams on Sundays. And I didn't want to do it. Didn't want to skip it. Hi, Kenny. So, also what's funny though, my wontons, my doctor, my Chinese doctor was telling me, because I was cutting a lot of carbs and I was eating a lot more protein, and then she's like, nah, you gotta eat more carbs. I'm like, yes, at least there's that. You know, at least there's that. So this is my wonton soup. I'm probably going to add a little bit more seaweed inside because I love my seaweed, and some vinegar. This is soy sauce though. Yeah, I'm able to eat more carbs, which is, I'm not going to complain about that, honestly. And also, I love eating carbs, so not gonna complain. But I have to cut down my spicy food as well, so that's not happy news. Just cut it down. Like, I just have to eat less spicy. I don't have to stop eating spicy. Just gotta chill a bit. Like, instead of 10 chilies, put like 4 or something. Yes, I'm sad about the 4 chilies. About missing the 6 chilies. Hi, Oppo. How are you? How's it going? Big boy wontons. Mm. 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 Ha! 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 Oh, 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 oh. Ha. Sorry. Why is this slippery? Mmm. Shrimpies. What's up? Mmm. Mmm. Hi, Blue Dragon. Dumplings. Mmm. I want some chili oil right now. I ran out though. I should make some. Yeah, this is a bao. Well, this is a bao. It's a dandelion veggie bao. How's everything? Everything's good. I'm gonna eat the fluffy bao. I'm gonna go get some chili. I can't eat all of it. This is so like just plain. Makes me think of Colombia. No. So dandelion, the stems and the leaves that go with it, is like a really good vegetable for dumplings and bao. It's so good. It's probably my favorite bao filling. It doesn't even have meat, but I didn't mind. Oh yeah, I started Twitch was the coping mechanism. I thought about that. You didn't understand the coping part? Okay. Let me grab my chili oil. Well, actually, it has hot sauce here. Let me try their hot sauce. See what is what first. Barbecue bao? Yeah. It's pretty good. I don't think this is gonna be spicy. It's gonna be fucking sweet. Yeah, it's not spicy. Fuck that. I'm eating dumplings, wonton soup, and bao. Now that's chili. Don't judge me. I can't eat properly without chili. So the reason I say it's coping mechanism is when you do something an absorbent amount of time, it's usually you trying to cope with something. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Don't have to like, I'm not like, this is not demeaning because I probably started Twitch as a coping mechanism too. Hi, Ground Zero. I wouldn't know what you're coping with, but I know a lot of people cope with loneliness using Twitch. There's also a lot of people use Twitch specifically. Well, that's what I use it for, like loneliness. And then there's a lot more people that you know how like sometimes there are people that has to listen to like a show or podcast to fall asleep because they can't fall asleep when it's feel like completely quiet. Did you have a following before starting Twitch? No, Twitch is the first platform I ever gained a following. Yeah, so I was one of those people. I'm no longer that person, but I still find the comfort of listening to something before I go to bed. My therapist was telling me that, like, that's me not willing to listen to my own thoughts. I'm not saying that's true for everyone, but it's something to entertain. It's something to think about. How did I grow my platform? Well, I mean, when I started Twitch, it was still like possible to grow if you just streamed. Even though it wasn't like the best time anymore. When I started, it was still possible that if you're online and you're like mildly interesting, you'll gain a platform. But I don't think that's true anymore. It's much easier to gain a platform elsewhere. I wouldn't even say easier. I would just say it would be more efficient. I say that. I don't say easier. It's not easy. But yeah, I don't have a big platform though, so I'm maybe not the best person to ask tips for. Once I grow my TikTok, then I'll have tips to share. But my TikTok is so tiny right now. It's getting somewhere. We're growing. I'm just not posting enough. You watch TikTok till the verge of sleeping, so you put the phone away, right? I used to be not able to sleep in silence. Like, I need something to be in the background. I'll put on a show that I've watched before, because if I put on a show that I want to watch, I ended up just watching the show until like 5 a.m. So I have to put on something really boring for myself, but it has to be something that's like not exciting. No, I don't use TV. I just put the phone in my bed. I don't have a TV in my bedroom either. I have a little stand for my phone, that's about it. Because I don't need to watch it either. I just need to listen to it. But anyway. So, what I meant about as a coping mechanism is like whenever you notice you do something. Oh shit. From my mom. Yeah, so when you do something a lot and you notice yourself go for it particularly when you're in a bad mood, you're using it to cope with something. And what it is that you're coping with, then you have to figure it out yourself. Like, I can't do that for you. Well, I can as a coach, but like I wouldn't be able to do that via chat, you know? This is actually really, really good. The steamed veggie dumplings. There's no need to differentiate good and bad coping mechanism. When you have a coping mechanism, that means you're coping with something. So the main thing is to eliminate the thing that you need coping with instead of judging yourself for using whatever thing to cope. Because, like, I know plenty of people that use going to the gym to cope. And you would think, oh, that's a good thing. I was like, yeah, well, like, if you're going, like, an hour a day, fine. But, like, I've known people that go, like, 3-4 hours every day, 7 days a week. That is a fucking coping mechanism that is normally healthy, but not healthy, eh? So, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, good and bad is, like, very subjective, and I wouldn't go out and judge yourself for doing whatever it takes to feel happier, you know? Even if, like, some people are using drugs, like, it's just, like, yeah, it's not great for your body, but, like, when you find no other ways, it's the only way that makes you feel, like, a little bit better, then why would I judge you for that, you know? Like, I'm not out here to judge you, like, oh, yeah, that's a bad coping mechanism. There's no need to do that to yourself. I think the best way is to not judge yourself and then figure out what you're exactly coping with and then start from there, you know, so that you don't have to cope anymore. That's the main thing, not to like be like, oh, how can I cope better? No, solve the root problem so that you don't need any coping mechanism anymore. This is also why I think I find it a little bit like it's a conflict. It's almost like a conflict of interest. It's like, as a content creator, I want people to watch me, right? But then also, if they've spent so much time watching me, I get worried for their mental health. And like when people leave community and they just stop being on Twitch, I'm like personally happy for them, but I'm like not happy that they're not around anymore as well. So like, you know, there's always that two side to it. You know, so that's why whenever people are telling me, oh yeah, you know, I haven't been on stream, I hope you're okay, like, I hope you're like, sorry I haven't been on stream, I can never want people to apologize because, you know, it's actually not a bad thing if you don't spend that much time. on Twitch. It's not a bad thing that you do either, but it's just like, you know, don't feel bad. I also know streamers that ban viewers that watch them too much. Big streamers. Obviously, small streamers are not going to do that, but big streamers. Because they find it creepy. So, you know. People all have like their own standards of what's healthy and what's not healthy, so there's no need to, you know, having to set a standard for yourself and make yourself feel bad, because the reason that you have to cope is probably because you don't feel so good about something and you're using whatever thing and you're trying your best to feel better. So, yeah. Now, for example, me, when I'm using my phone a lot, that's not for work. I'm just literally, like, the death scrolling, you know? I think most people do that. I'm just like, you know? When you're doing, like, the death scrolling, that's when I know I'm trying to run away from something. And that's when I start to, like, okay, put down my phone. I'm gonna journal, see what the fuck's up, see what comes out, and just really notice like my emotions and how I feel, and then try to see if I can find out why, and go for a walk, you know, like always find new ways to try and figure out what you're coping with before you're like, okay, this is bad, I gotta stop doing it. Because then you're just double whammying yourself, which we never want. I think we double whammy ourselves a lot though. It's just like such a big thing we do. Like we feel bad, but then we feel bad for feeling bad. It's just like it turns into like one small thing turns into a giant catastrophe in our head. And that's like the epitome of mental health as a millennial. You're a plant lady, how cute. I am. I'm trying to phase it out though. I'm like really, like I still love my plants, but like I'm not as crazy about them as I was before. And I really need to get rid of some of them. Because they can probably thrive better in someone else's apartment. But yeah. Well, I have about 40 plants. And yeah, it's a lot of maintenance because I have to water 40 different times. Even if I water them only once a week, it takes me like 2 hours to finish watering them. Yeah, 40. Better than 40 cats. I don't know why you compare that. Like, how is it ever, like, even comparable? It's not even remotely comparable. Crazy cat lady, crazy plant lady. I definitely was a crazy plant lady. I haven't bought any plants for like a whole ass year.
So, I think I'm out of the crazy plant lady era now. Yeah. Definitely smells better. Actually, cats don't smell bad though. Only old cats do. Most kittens don't smell bad. Most cats don't smell bad. They're quite clean. If a house smells bad because of cats, is usually the owners never took care of it. Cause my home never smelled when I had cats. Dogs, however, oh my god, they smell. Happy is the worst. Yeah, but they shouldn't be peeing outside of the litter box. And if it's inside the litter box, it shouldn't smell. I mean, if you don't keep up with 40 cat litter boxes. Well, if you have 40 cats, you probably just buy like 2 litter robots. That would save you so much more work. Yeah. Gen Z and Millennial did the plant thing during pandemic. I did. I hella did. And I really got into it. Like, I was remembering all the fucking Latin names for all the plants and shit. Slowly, like, learning up botany, you know? But then it's just... I just got over it. They're still pretty. But it's too much. I got too many of them. That shelf alone... This thing you're seeing has 15 plants on it. This is how much I don't want to take care of them anymore, because I'm just shoving them on a spot, and they're just like, oh, it's easier to water this way. Yeah. And since I've moved in, I've consolidated a lot of plants already. So they're not as many. I had more. I had water plants before. When I moved, I just got rid of the water plants. I was like, no. I'm done with you. You'd be happy with 40 dogs? Do you know how much food that is? Dogs eat so much. I'm full. I eat this tomorrow morning for breakfast. Yeah, that's a lot of dogs, man. 40 dogs. There's a whole ass farm. $40 cats? No, I can't do that either. No, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything. I even think 40 plants is a lot, guys. Like, I'm not down to do that shit again. I'm still maintaining them because they're my babies. But eventually, I'll sell them. Hedgehogs? Nah. There's nothing I would want 40 of, honestly. Okay, so, to be fair, to defend myself a little bit, a lot of these plants I propagated. So that I probably only bought like 15 plants. Really? You know? 40 diamonds, definitely too many. I'm gonna sell all of them. Maybe keep one if the cut is nice, but like, I'm not a fan of diamonds either. I'm probably one of the only people. I love jade. I'm a fan of jade. I'm a fan of jade. I'm a fan of sapphire. I'm also, like, what's that green thing? The green stone. You know? Diamond just so boring. Like, I don't understand what's people's emerald. Yeah. I'm like into emerald. I'm into like sapphire. I'm into jade. Like white jade or like green jade. I'm not that into like diamonds. It's so boring. It's just clear. What the fuck? Oh, I'm into ruby. Yeah, I can fuck with a ruby. I don't know if you guys remember. So like one time I was streaming in Thailand. I was wearing the piece of like Buddha jade on me. Like my mom asked me to wear it all the time, and then I was wearing it, but then I kept seeing people staring at it. I was just like, nah, I'm gonna hide it. Cause that shit was expensive. I didn't want to wear it outside, and I'm like alone. If I get robbed, I would be like really unhappy, you know? Like fuck that. Not into that. Yeah. Okay, like red is not a bad color. I just don't want it in my like decorating scheme. But like, this is terracotta. This is red. I didn't have a choice though. This is like a what's this color? Wine? I don't hate red. I just don't like red furniture. Red is a nice color. I just don't like red appliances and furniture. That's about it. I went through a red phase. That's why I had the red toaster. You think it's because I hated red? Nah, it's because I liked it, but it just didn't go with everything else I started to like. I go through phases with color a lot. So yeah, I was going through a different phase back then. Cause I had a red food mixer, like the KitchenAid thing. I just like the Empire Red. I had everything. I slowly got rid of everything. But yeah. Yeah, I don't hate red. I'm just not a big fan of a giant piece of red like in as like a furniture or appliance on my counter. It just doesn't look that good. Yeah, but I like ruby. Do you know a birthstone? No? I have a birthstone? There's a birthstone? I don't know what that is. Oh my god, it was so funny. When I went on the second day with the Chinese French Canadian guy, we were sat next to it like another date. I'm pretty sure it was like a first date, and the guy was like covered in tattoos, but was like just like, and then so the song, I think the restaurant was switching songs. The restaurant was switching songs, and then when the song was like died down, the guy was like really loud, and he's like, "Oh, that's definitely a Sagittarius thing." I was like, and then I was talking to my date. I was like, "And this is why you don't go to a first date. Like you don't go to dinner with a first date, because I would have dipped just from that." Is his name Marco Micro or Mark is a... There's a Shama. Would be funny if it's someone I knew from high school. Oh, my date? Nah. I love how everybody thinks Chinese people know each other. No. His name does not start with an M. I really liked what he said to me when he first matched with me, though. Because he said, do I need to learn how to take pictures if I ever have a shot becoming your boyfriend? I was like, because he was like, because your pictures look so good and I don't think I know how to do that. I thought that was cute. I thought that was funny.
Hi, Leon. What's up? Yeah, I don't know what's the birthstone thing. I've never heard of it. I can't take a good picture. No, his pictures are good. But probably not my picture good, but I have really good pictures though. And then so I responded. I was like, "You're fine. Most of the pictures that I have are taken by me anyway." But, you know, I would not mind an Instagram boyfriend. That would be great. I would not mind, but it's definitely a nice to have. Like I would not date someone just because they take good photos. That'd be kind of silly, you know? Yeah, I don't know what's a birthstone. Let me Google this shit. I've never even heard of it. So do you only, like, birthstone is like a month thing or is it like a year thing as well? Oh, it's like a zodiac thing then. Oh, so it's the same as your zodiac. So it's bullshit. Let's see what mine is. Oh, mine's actually emerald. Isn't that crazy? I just said I love emerald. Isn't that crazy? Like, I was thinking that I love emerald. And also it's green. I just love green in general. Not so much as nails. You're ruby? Nice. But I really dislike opal. What does opal even look like? It's like a pearly looking thing or is it like dark? It's like brown? Oh, is it 琥珀? No. July is ruby? No, I thought Cancer is sapphire. I just looked it up. Opal looks nice. What you mean? It's like this rainbowy color. Anunnaki, thank you so much for 37 months. Kairi, Oto-chan. Arigato. Pink opal's so nice. Wait. Birth stone by zodiac sign. Simon, thank you for 100 bits. Oh, July is Ruby. That would make sense, honestly. Because July is the hottest month and Ruby is red. You know? Oh, it's just a US thing? Y'all just made that shit up? Ruby's fucking expensive too. My belly looks really cute. My food baby, that's terracotta color? Yeah, I think so too. What's my favorite food and drink? Don't have a favorite drink. Oh fuck, I forgot water. Speaking of drink, water! Yeah, I don't like picking favorites in terms of food. Especially in terms of food. Yeah. Pork belly is high up on the list. Chat smile. Smilers. Smilers. So what are you guys doing for Christmas? Everybody going home? Spending it with your family? Coming over? Nice. Tiffy, are you not going back to Vancouver? Are you doing something for New Year's? Do you want to come to a New Year's Eve thing? Me and Kai's doing? I'm not doing anything for Christmas either. I'll probably stream. Annual drinking stream? Yeah, let's go. Let's get it. No, I was talking about New Year's. New Year's Eve. You don't need to do anything. You don't even need to bring anything. You just bring... yeah. Love how she's like, I don't have plans, and when I invite her, she's like, oh, I'm busy. He's like, bitch! Bitch! Now that I think about it. Oh, well, mine's always gonna happen because I have it every year, so. But it's okay. I'm just inviting you. Just don't say I don't invite you to things. You just don't come, so it's not my fault. Yeah, it's just a dinner thing. Yeah, I'm gonna probably stream on Christmas Eve because I wouldn't have anything to do. All my friends are away. Feels bad, man. No worries, I'm just inviting you in case you got no plans. You have friends, Lucky? Is it luck to have friends or is it effort though? I feel like when you don't have friends, it's usually like you're not making the effort to make friends or keeping in touch with your friends. It's never because, oh, you're lucky to have friends. Like, it's not like people are just like, when you're not even trying to hang out with them, like, it's not like people are just gonna, like, stick to you, you know? Tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow I got a date. Like, depending on wake up in time, do you mean lunch or dinner? If it's dinner, then I have plans. But lunch, I'm down. Yeah, if you're meaning lunch, yeah. You can come over if you want. There's 85%. Well, then why are you making... You like your friends. This is why you guys are friends. So, like, why would you try to make a plan that's 85% not gonna happen? The fuck? Tiffy, get your shit together. Be an adult. Don't say shit like that. That's not effort. She's 85% trying. Hi, Jules. Don't pull an all-nighter. Take some melatonin tonight and then sleep. Well, if you've been taking melatonin, then obviously it's not gonna work. And also, melatonin only works if you keep away from lights. It doesn't work if you're just sitting in front of your computer, by the way. I just joined, by the way. I don't know the context. It's funny how, like, you said you don't chat in any other chat, but, like, over here, like, you just join and you immediately type something and it's funny. So, who you spending Christmas with, Jules? Are you going back to your mom's or are you going back to Beryl's parents? You have nightly ceiling stare downs for like 3 hours. I mean, then there's like other things about your health that is happening. Do you want me to introduce you to my Chinese doctor? Maybe acupuncture can help you. Yeah, I think she might be able to. No, she speaks fluent English. Like, she treats white people. Oh, so you guys gonna have to commute. Is it far? Do you want me to send you her contact? Do you have WeChat? Because she's only on WeChat. And she doesn't add, like, strangers, so I'd have to, you know, I'd have to, like, refer you, basically. Because not being able to sleep is a big thing. 26 hours back home and then long flight to Morocco. Hey, at least you're doing it with somebody, so that's cute. That's cool. You get to spend lots of time together. Honestly, whenever, okay, so I hate traveling, but if I'm traveling with a friend that I'm really close to or like a boyfriend, I always I don't dread it as much cuz I just love quality time. So it just doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like a dread if I'm like spending time and talking to somebody, you know? But if I'm doing it by myself, yes, fucking dreadful. I want to change my nails again. Why do I want to change my nails so often? They are cute though.
I got this like champagne gold color. And it's all pearly and everything.
They were green last week. I know! But I just love changing them. Anyway, I should stop. I know, but I want red nails. Like, I want like this color nails. I think it'll look really cute. But I'm pretty sure once I have like colorful nails, I'll be like, I want to go back to white again. White and off-white. Because they just look so much better with everything. Oh boy. I think I just hate having to remove them and shit. Yeah, at least I'm doing it on my own. Just takes so long though. Wish I was faster. I'm not fast. I'm getting faster, but I'm just not fast. Just install RGB nails. I hate RGB though. Why would I put it on my nails? The fuck? No thank you! I need to charge my phone. I think it's running out of battery.
can change the color on a whim. I've seen people put like a actual like art like LED light into their nails. Like I've seen it. But I don't know if I'm one of those people. I'm not vibing with the music tonight. I think I need piano. No, I need my usual playlist. Oh, I think my bob might be closed. I didn't close it, but like it just closes on by itself because I don't use it. I don't have it on this computer. I have to go do it here. Give me a second. Did you guys send me cards yet? I should be on now. Try it. Do I want a gift card? No. You don't have to give me a gift. Please don't give a fucking Twitch gift card. Thank y'all. Oh my god. Oh, I was like cleaning out my stuff, yes, like the cards, and guys, this is all the cards I've gotten over the years. It's all in here. Isn't that crazy how many? There's more at the bottom. Yeah. That's insane. The cat one? If you send me a card, it's in here. What is this? Why is there a receipt in here? Banh mi? Okay. Don't know. Banh mi receipt like in here? Don't know why. Yeah, I saw this one. I was like, I know that's Nick. I think this is from David. Because that's not his handwriting. I have 2 of these, by the way. I think 2 people got me like a Baby Yoda one. Oh yeah, there you go, found it. It's a different color. It's a day and night one, I think. Yeah. Yeah, winter and desert. This is like from Necklace. This is from Jacob. And then there's the birthday cake one. And then there's this from Leo. Cause he made it? I don't know how to open it. Wait, this? How do you open it? Do you pull it? Yes, you pull. You made it! Okay, you can stop now. Are you gonna be done? It's not gonna stop, guys. The fake bomb, I know. It's not gonna stop! Okay, I stopped it. Oh! This thing has no structural integrity. Is it light based? No, there's a plastic thing at the bottom. Why is there another exactly the same? What is happening?
Dan's like, what the fuck, dude? Stop it. It's from Jorge. I wonder where he is now. Joe. From Kiwi. He's a cat. From Jessie. It's from Nick, isn't it? Just like Nick's cards are always so good. He always draws it himself. He drew like meat buns, like bows, the stuff we ate tonight. And then he like put like a recipe card. He's like recipes, and then he put like the ingredients for Gigi. So he put Gloria, a genuine, wholehearted, one-of-a-kind soul capable of bringing happiness and joy to any occasion. Ingredients: compassion, honesty, intelligence, humor, and courage. Why is that so fucking cute? Like what? I wonder where he is now. What happened to him? He said he was gonna move to Toronto in like September, and I just haven't heard from him since September. He's so creative. Here's Danny's card. I don't know where this is from. Y'all need to like put your names down here, because like even if it's on the envelope, I don't keep the envelope, I just keep the card. Oh, this is from Ground Zero. Spin the wheel for the first letter of the first name. And then the last name. It's both G, so. E. G. Or the G. Okay, what happens? Rendezvous after the cookie swap. I don't know what that means. I think this is from Dan, right? Yeah, I remember. Ashley. Ooh, my back is gotta lay this way. Moist. Who hell was this? Jamie, of course. Sometimes I read these cards, I get so emotional. Cry.
That doesn't belong in this box. Guess who that was from? I'm not salty though, but it's not, it doesn't belong in this box as well. Hi, Sean. You know, sometimes if I feel like shit, I should just go through this box and just be like, bro. Period cramps.
Oh yeah, Sean, you weren't here. I told the 3 days guy I don't want to see him. Well, I told him I don't want to date him anymore. I can still see him at the friend capacity, but I don't want to date him anymore. This is cute as fuck. But this was from a dude that is like trying to get some, you know. Good effort, but I don't know. I think that guy was from Twitter. No, he was just trying to get some. And he drew me like something, and then like he was trying to date me and shit. And I kept telling him like I'm not down to date. But then he kept messaging me, and I had to eventually block him, which is kind of sad, honestly. Callus, thank you so much for 26 months of Kairi. Juanito. How you been? Out of my head. No, this was another guy. No. The guy I just told I wasn't interested in was the guy that I told you guys about last week, right? The painting guy. The guy that just drew, that I just showed you the painting. I mean, if they keep trying, what else can you do? I don't know. Like at some point, like, you don't want to be rude. You just like, I'm not interested, right? Like, you think they're just back off, but sometimes they don't. So you just have to block them. I still appreciate the art, though. Because the thing is, I feel like we could have been friends. You know? If he wasn't so, like, incessant. Yeah, but the guy I just told I wasn't interested in dating anymore actually took it surprisingly well, and I really respected him for that. So we're gonna keep being friends and stuff. Cool dude. Just not feeling the vibe though. I am actually noticing the difference of like being authentic now. Because I think I was always trying to be authentic, but like I was still like very much trying to be nice and everything. And then like I feel like the more I'm dating, going on dates, the more I'm actually implementing authenticity. And I'm like really, really grateful for myself for doing that. Even though it was nerve-wracking when I first sent that message, I sent like a long one too, long-ish one. I just said, this is what I sent. I'm gonna grab my phone. Let's see what I said. I said, morning, hope you're enjoying. Yada, yada, yada. This kind of been on my mind. I don't love saying over text, but I owe it to myself and you to be authentic instead of wasting time being nice. I don't want to date anymore. I think you're a cool dude, super intelligent. I do like our in-person conversations, but the vibe doesn't feel naturally romantic on my side. We can still be friends, of course, but I feel like whenever people say that they'll stay friends, most of them don't mean it. So I'll leave it up to you to be authentic and share your truth. Is that? Is that not cool? Like, I thought that's a pretty cool message. But when I sent it, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna hate me, he's gonna be salty, he's gonna insult me, you know? I'm a celebrity. But like, I think though, I think he will probably be the one of the few that would actually like to remain friends. Like, I'm not saying most guys are salty, but there has been definitely some where like I'm saying, yeah, you know, I'm not interested, and then they start to say shit like, oh, you're not that cool anyway, like type of thing. Obviously those are shitty, but I'm just saying, like, for him to be like really gracefully accepting and thanking me for being honest and like still wanting to be friends is like pretty refreshing to me. Like, I really respected that. Like, cause he understands that, like, he appreciates me on a human level, not just wanting to, you know. And it's nice to get appreciated like that, like as a human being, not just like, oh, if you don't want to date me, then don't be in my life. You know what I mean? Okay, I have a question. So, like, if you ask somebody what's the longest relationship you've been in, and then they said not very long, do you find that as like a red flag? Say like 10 months is the longest they've had, and they're like my age. Is that concerning, or is that like, eh? I'll tell you my answer later, but like I wanna hear your thoughts first. Your longest is 2 weeks. I mean, if you only dated somebody for 2 weeks, it's not serious. So you could have just said you've never been in a long relationship. You've never been in a committed relationship. Mm. My longest is 2 years. But then that's the thing. When you think, a lot of super long relationships should not have lasted that long. Because if I'm honest, a lot of my 2 year relationship should have ended near the 1 year, or like at best 1.5. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I don't really think like the length is like a big thing. Dana didn't seem to care about my lack of okay, you guys are the perfect couple, stop showing off. But yes, show off as much as you'd like. I like hearing your stuffs. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like my 2 year relationship should have been way shorter, you know? And yeah, so like, okay, so this guy I went on, I guess now it's been 3 days now too. And then he was like, I was like, what, like, when was the last time you had a relationship? It was like 3 years ago. And then when was the longest relationship? Like, it's like 10 months. I was like, oh. I was just a little surprised. It just caught me off guard. It just seems like he's like a long-term type of guy, you know? So it caught me by surprise. And he's like, oh, why? Is that a flag for you? I was like,
No, I don't really believe in red flags. I believe in stories and context. That's literally what I said. And also, like, I believe a lot of relationships, most people overstay. So, like, the number doesn't mean anything. Although, I find people that have never been single kind of concerning. I wouldn't even necessarily call it a red flag, but no, I think that might be something you need to flag and think about and ask and investigate a little more. It's like, say if somebody has been in so many relationships and all of them just like back to back, back to back, back to back. Person might have trouble being alone. You can meet a heroin addict that's been in a relationship for 3 years. It's true. It's true. Guys, I have officially turned to the conservative side. Like, when I was younger, when I was younger, I don't even think those are dates. Like, I've had, like, casual sex when I was younger, but now, like, third date is when I kiss. What the hell is happening to me? I'm feeling like a fucking teenager again. First kiss is on the third date. Like, I'm not trying to set it on the third date, but it's just like, I'm just like, well, you don't deserve to get anywhere close to my skin unless you pass at least 2 dates. Why is that oof? But like when you break up, you're single even for a couple of minutes. But for saying it's just impossible to back to back. But yeah, but it is back to back though. Like I'm just saying, like people would just like throw themselves into another relationship really quickly, and that's very monka. Do you want to get back together with her? And also, I feel like when you go into relationships like back to back, it often suggests that you were probably already kind of interested in the other person when you were still in a relationship, which is kind of sus, That's a big investment of time before you know if there's a physical chemistry. But that's the thing. I know there's not going to be physical chemistry unless I can connect with somebody. Like, I think my body chemistry has changed. I can no longer just be like, ooh, you're easy to look at, let's make out. Like, I can't do that anymore. Like, I've completely turned demisexual. But it's just like, sometimes there's no moments. Sometimes there's no moments. Well, actually on the second day I was down to do it, but then he was like, so we joked about, because I didn't tell him my social, right? So we joked, he was like, it's okay, it'll just be like playing a game where I have to level up in order to get some perks, and I'll just be patient and level up slowly, like in terms of getting my Instagram and stuff. And then so on the end of the second day, he was like, so can I upgrade? Can I get another perk? And then like he was suggesting the kiss, but I was like, nah, not if you ask. I don't know how many girls are like this, but I definitely am not somebody who likes to talk about kissing before kissing. Like, I don't like when people ask. I just feel like that's
That kills it for me. I didn't set on like having to go on a third date in order to kiss. Like that wasn't like a hard mandate. It just didn't happen. Yeah. And then the other third date guy did the same thing. And it just like, they just like, oh, can I kiss you? I'm like, I don't, like, why do you ask? And both of their reasoning was like, oh yeah, but like, you know, I won't get me too'd. I'm like, no. There's reading the room. There's reading the room. There's like having to ask consent. Like when you lean in to kiss somebody, I don't know how many people's like this, but like I know a lot of girls who don't like when you ask like that. Like I know a lot of girls. It just kind of ruins it. It ruins the moment. Cause it's like it's supposed to be nerve-wracking. It's supposed to have like this anticipation, not just like a negotiation. If you're asking me, then it's completely off for me, at least for me. So, and then their both reasoning was like, oh, consent, yeah. I was like, yeah, no. That I don't agree with. I'm not saying to do it without consent, but there's many ways to consent. Like, you don't have to say the words. Yeah, with sex, be a little bit more careful. Right? But when you lean in to kiss somebody, even if you feel a little bit reluctance from them, you back off. That's it. And next time you ask. But like, try at least. You know, like, I don't know. It just kills it for me. Like, if I had a boner, it would have been killed. That's it. You know? Hi, darling. Perky Perks. Callus, thank you for 100 bits. But yeah. No, not like I don't understand him, but it's more just like, I think it's like, I appreciate the erring on the safer side to make sure the girl is comfortable. I am not saying I don't appreciate that, but there is taking that too far. There is also just reading the room, you know? When they lean in to kiss you and then they throw up. Damn! Yeah. Like, I just feel like when you lean in to kiss somebody, like, you should be able to tell if they're willing to do it. Usually if a girl is down, they'll like either not move or they will lean in a little bit so that you can keep going. Right? Like, you read the room, and that's what makes the first kiss so exciting. You can't just, like, 'cause it's exciting because there's risk, okay, of rejection. That's why it's exciting. No, I don't think you're gonna ruin everything. If it's something so easily ruined, then it's gonna be ruined by some other stupid shit anyway. Because for me, asking is that kind of ruining the moment, honestly. But it didn't ruin it. Like, we had we had the kiss on the third day, so, you know. And it was kind of nice. He didn't ask this time. Literally need to hand coach people. What the fuck? No, but I get you. But that's what I said. Like, I literally said it then and there. I was like, just for that, I'm gonna kiss you on the cheek. And maybe you can find another moment in the future. Because I don't really want you to ask. You just gotta find moments yourself. But I do appreciate you erring on the safe side. So I said all of that. So I wasn't trying to be like, oh, it's a bad thing. Don't do that. I think it's very, very attractive when a guy respects the slow pace and still wants to hang out with you despite everything. I think it's also kind of, I would say it's also my fault because my previous profile pictures, because I have like quite a lot of pictures of myself and there's a lot of range. So if I like picked on the spicier side, obviously the kind of people I attract are gonna be for something else, you know? So like, so recently the people I date, none of them know I have abs. None of them even know the silhouette of my body at all. Like you can't tell at all. I'm just like, well, if you are like really happy to just hang out with me without any of that, like I'm just thinking in my head, I was like, then you're gonna be very pleasantly surprised if you ever get there. No, I think it's very attractive. I think it's very attractive for girls when a guy like is completely okay taking it slow. Because then you know you're not like then they know you actually appreciate hanging out with them, you know? They're like you're in no rush. But yeah. I dress super like modest when I go on dates now. Like super like they can't see shit. It's just like I wear like a sweater dress that's like just no shape. And it's like a mock neck. So like you can't see anything. But that's the thing though. That just means I haven't gotten laid in a really long time because I've just only had first dates. But I'm kind of okay with it. I've been getting zero matches on anything lately. I thought you're trying to like chill a bit from dating. Or you are trying to date. Ever since I changed my profiles, I'm getting less matches too. But I'm actually happy about that because then I don't have to waste my time shifting through the matches. If you're getting no matches, you can try to delete your profile and make a new one. Because just to refresh the algorithm. Because that might also be why. Yeah, if you get nothing, are you getting nothing because nobody's sending you likes or like you're not getting matches out of the likes you send? Okay. Yeah, so just create a new profile. What are you using? Hinge? Oh. Maybe try Hinge. There's more people on Hinge. I need to turn this on again. This shit is like bread and butter. I did! I got dumplings and bao. So, ever since I started seeing the acupuncturist, or like Chinese doctor, she told me there's a lot of things I can't eat anymore. Most of which is like all the stuff I love. So yeah, I had to cut back. But something I've been cutting back myself is something she's asking me to eat more, so eating more carbs and eating less meat. Yeah, is my current diet. And I was like telling you about that, like that fruit, granadilla. Yeah, I have to eat, like, I can't eat that shit. So, tropical fruit is really, really, really much harder for me to digest for my spleen and stomach than normal fruits. So, I gotta avoid tropical fruits, especially in the winter. Man, there's so many things I can't eat, Mitch. Because oil is hard to digest for my spleen, and my spleen is weak. And protein is hard for me to digest. Like, animal protein is harder for my spleen to digest, so I have to do like tofu and stuff. I'd be like, nah, stab me more instead. Oh my god, yesterday when I went to acupuncture, when she like did the needle thing, like she had to move the needle like she was doing the thing, and it hurt so much. It was like my hand was like twitching when she did it. I was like, stop. She's like, yeah, if you don't want to torture like this, eat less of that shit. And the thing is, if you keep eating, like, I can treat you as many times as you want, it's not gonna fucking do anything. She didn't say fucking, but she basically said fucking. And she was saying that a lot of her patients lie about like not eating stuff that would flare up their symptoms, and then she just doesn't expose them even though she knows. Because it's very easy to tell, because your body doesn't lie, you know? Yeah. It's funny. Basically telling me, don't lie to me. If you're gonna, you know, just don't eat the stuff that I told you not to eat. Oh, also, I have like a new hair care routine, and I think my hair is like a lot nicer. And then also like how I do my hair is also different, and I really like it. But they don't keep for a long time though. Just like when I do them, they're cute, and then they stop being cute after a bit. If you're stiff, wouldn't stretch help you? Like, what do you mean you're stiff? Like, you can't bend down to pick up something? Like, what is the stiffness that you speak of? Na, 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 na. My playlist? This place is very small. And there's only like 20 songs on it. No problem. Why is this flickering? I don't like her anymore. Oh shit! That's cool. I don't like her anymore. I just got a profile revamp booking. I love doing those. I love helping you guys do your profiles. I love it. I enjoy doing it so much. If it's not because I want to make, I also need money, I do it for free. But if it's not for the fact that it takes so long and I also need money, I would do it for free. That's how much I enjoy it. Oh. Dating profile? Yeah. No, because I feel like people have, like, especially guys.
So, okay, I would say I'm somebody who's very good at knowing if someone has potential, even with a shitty profile. You know? But I have had friends that I know so well, and I know so much they have to offer, and their dating profile was just atrocious. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I just love helping people with that. I just love, because the thing is, I just want to be able to help you guys to, like, discover, to help others discover your potential. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, and otherwise you're just selling yourself short. That's the main thing. I think what I need is a photographer. Nobody needs a photographer. I don't have a photographer. You just need your own phone, good lighting, take shit ton of photos of yourself. Don't fucking take mirror selfies. Most of you don't know how to take a mirror selfie, so most of those look like shit, okay? Don't do those. Think that don't rhyme with mine. Let's say, okay, let me just say this. I don't think I've ever seen someone's profile, like including girls, that remotely represent themselves. Like, just because you are, like, even if you're having success with dating, it doesn't mean your profile is doing you justice, let's say that. Like, I was getting shit ton of matches, but is it really truly representative of what I'm seeking in dating? No. And it took me even a long time to figure out, okay, so, like, if I want to do this, if I want to find this kind of people, I probably should be adjusting what I write and adjust what pictures I pick. You know what I mean? So there's that in there. But all the girls, yeah, but guys don't mind seeing those pictures. Girls do. Sorry. Hi, Glacky. I have pretty specific photos to grab my target audience attention. So, why do you feel discouraged when you're not getting matches? Because if your profile is like that attention grabbing, then all the people supposedly that you're reaching, that you're not getting any matches, like, the only people that aren't matching with you are the people that you didn't want to reach anyway. So you shouldn't feel discouraged, right? Is that a fair question? I think it is. One a week is not that bad. I know a lot of people get like one a month. Like, that's, I don't think it's algorithm. If you're getting one a week, it's not algorithm. I think I get, like, as a girl, I get maybe like 5 a week, like 1 a day.
1BG, thank you so much for 28 months, Akairi. Oni-chan, arigato.
Yeah, I get like 1 a day. Like I used to get 20 a day, but like those are not the ones that I want anyway, so I don't really mind. Like getting less is nice. At least for me. Yeah, I'm getting 1 or 2 a day maximum. Not that many. Oh, also, girls get 1 rose a week. Like 1 like a week. Or at least on Hinge. So, unlimited likes. So like we can't send them any. I don't spend time to send any anyway, but yeah. So the thing about algorithm, what I heard on dating algorithm, is that if you spend a lot of time sending likes and not getting likes back, yeah, that ruins your algorithm. But if you're just not on it much, or you're not really, like you're not matching with people that send you likes, that doesn't influence your algorithm. So like, I think you need to, like if you're not doing sending a lot of likes and getting no matches, then it's not really influencing your algorithm. And if it is, then you should just delete it. If you think it is, then you should delete the account and then set a new one and see if anything changes. If nothing changes, it's not the algorithm. Hi Mac. What platform do you recommend for a guy based on your experience with different dating apps? I've never had a profile, I'm so curious. I think Hinge, Coffee Meets Bagel is not bad. There's also League. I only use Hinge though. So, hi Fishweir, what's up? Yeah, so I only use Hinge because I started using League and it was shit, so I didn't like it. So, I don't know. Ooh. I think Coffee Meets Bagel has more Asian people, like not like Asian girls, or like it's just like more Asian people in general, like just it's more towards Asians. Like I think their marketing just overall. Bumble, I don't know, I've never used Bumble because I don't like messaging people first, so so I've never used Bumble. Because I'm not going to be out here, like, messaging people first, so I'm definitely not going to download Bumble. What else? I'm Jason from Hinge. I love sushi and Marvel movies. We'll get along if you understand my sarcasm. I'm just looking for my future gym buddy. Oh god. I have a arsenal of shitty Hinge profiles that I make fun of with my friends. Let me show you some. I can't show you. I can only kind of describe it to you because it's anti-TOS. But yeah. What's my overall thoughts on dating apps? I think apps is only a way to connect. Like, it's only a way to connect. I don't see the difference between, like, meeting people on apps and meeting people in other ways. Not really a huge difference. It's just, like, the initial contact. I don't think it's a big deal. I know people are still, like,
obviously we're accepting it more as a thing, but I think people are still very like not down to, you know. It's just like, hi, I'm Mark from Hinge. I know the best place in town for tacos. First round is on me is if it's tequila. The most spontaneous thing I've ever done is buy a plane ticket to another country with no plans. The hallmark of regulation is a flirt to roast ratio. I hate that. Whenever I see that, it's an instant X. So, okay, so this guy is like, I'm looking for a meaningful relationship. The hallmark of a good relationship is honesty and good communication. The hallmark of a good relationship is trust and communication. That's his entire profile. He chose two of the same prompts and answered it with absolutely no information. You know? And I'm like, bro. Okay, what else? Oh, also, something I think a lot of guys do is that they would use pictures with the same friends. Like, so there's like, I think, there's only, how many pictures are you allowed to put on Hinge? You're allowed to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're allowed to put 6 pictures. This dude's 4 pictures. First 4 pictures are with the same friend group, where I was like, I had to do elimination in order to see who, and then the last 2 pictures were of like were pictures of things, or like I can't make out what his face looked like, and I'm just like, I literally had to do math to see who the fuck he was in those pictures. And I'm just like, are you dumb or are you dumb? Dude, seriously. I actually have his profile, like, pictures. I have his pictures, like, screenshotted because I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking do multiple choice elimination processes when I'm fucking reading someone's date profile. And then if someone says, like, I geek out on food. Tell me you have no depth without telling me you have no depth. Oh, someone also said, to me, relaxation is loyalty and trust. Swiping no doesn't do anything. Swiping no doesn't influence your algorithm. That I made sure with someone I actually used to work at Tinder. Yeah. Swiping no on people does not do shit. Because when you really think about, like, the valued profiles are the ones that are getting a lot of likes, and swiping no on most of them. I am learning a lot about bad profiles. I'm so sure I'm about to be another statistics. This is why you have to watch my stream, because I tell you guys so much information about what's going on in a girl's head when you write certain things. And the thing is, it's okay to not have a good profile as long as you're, like, you know, willing to change that. Oh, also, this guy literally, he's like, to me, relaxation is loyalty and trust. and then the rest of his pictures were just food with black truffle on top of it. What a weird flex. I'm just like, why? Literally, black truffle, another black truffle. I took pictures of it because I just like, this guy can't be real. No, I also don't get it. Okay, what else do I have? Also, some people's pictures, I can't show people's pictures on here, but like some people's pictures look like they just murdered someone. And I have some pictures of those people as well. And I'm just like, oh God, boy, you need to take better photos. Because there are other photos that looks okay, but like that one just made him look like, made it look like if I went on even a coffee date, I ain't coming back. And I was like, no thanks. Oh, also, this is so cringe. So the prompt is, dating me is like, and then he said, I'm here to make you feel like a woman. I guarantee you've never dated a man like me. Oh, also, his greatest strength is like, I always get what I want. And then, parentheses, sorry blondes, this month I'm feeling brunettes. Parentheses back. The way to win me over is your femininity. I was like, bruh, I thought I didn't know how to feel like a woman, and I need you to make me feel like it. How do I show my femininity if I didn't have any? And then he goes on, go get yourself a sexy new dress and let's go for dinner. Champagne emoji, dancing flamingo emoji. I used to have a Chad friend. It was annoying me how all his bullshit worked. The older he gets, it's gonna work less. It only works on younger girls. That's why those people only go for younger girls as well. So like as they age, their dating age stay the same. Smoke me out. I don't know what smoke me out means. Also, one of my prompts, hi Yuki, one of my prompts says like, I I believe friendship is the secure foundation of a relationship. If I can't be friends with you, there is no way I can date you. And I'm not here to look for a friend. That's not why I'm on the app, but I also don't believe you can have a good relationship without being friends. And then this guy responded, ready? Ready? Means let me smoke your weed. Ugh. Yeah. So this is what I say, right? Like, and then he responds, funny. I believe the total opposite. There's no such thing as friendship between men and women. You are cute. We could have a fun night. Text me. And I'm like, why are you trying to match with me when your fundamental philosophy of relationships are different from mine? Why do you think that would work? Like, in what world? Oh, this one's funny. I think if I just do this, like, it's not doxing him. But yeah, so his profile photo is this one. It's literally a photo of his arm, and then what he says on there is like, Epstein didn't kill himself. Is the key to his heart. Oh, shit. I just like... Night, David. But then also, why would you ever put that picture on your profile? What's that for? Who are you flexing for? Who's gonna fall for an arm? Yeah. Let's see what else. I have a shit ton of screenshots on the other phone too. So, this guy said, Engagement ring after 2 months? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Haha. Either you're really good in bed slash BJs or you're funny as hell. Haha. You seem real genuine by your voice note. Smiley face. Haha. Let's see. Someone said, "Hajimemashite," not knowing that I actually speak Japanese, or like assuming that I speak Japanese because the way I look. "Hajimemashite, my name is XXX. Let's go for taco emoji or sushi emoji, because one cannot spell, and get to know each other. You should meet my dog. XXX. He's quite the character. Dog face emoji. Talk to you later. Peace sign." I was just like... There's a guy that says, "I'd rather die than eat mashed potatoes. All I ask," and then another prompt is like, "All I ask is you can't make mashed potatoes." Oh, I don't care if you love or don't like mashed potatoes. If your only personality trait is how you hate mashed potatoes, damn, you're a boring person. That's worse than having dog is my personality. That's worse than dog being personality. I get along best with people who love dogs. Like... Also, someone that was, so I said I'm looking for someone who makes life even more colorful than it already is, and then I used colorful like the American spelling, and some dude literally sent me a message saying it's colorful, like colorful, like the English way of saying it. So CLOLO, and corrected me. And then he's like, "Am I arrogant grammar police?" I'm like, obviously I didn't match with him, because like if I have to respond to him, I'd have to match with him, and obviously I won't do that. It's like, so like first he said colorful asterisk, "Am I arrogant grammar police?" But then he was like, "Oh, this resonated with my thoughts exactly. I want to pick your brain. You cute too. What are you about?" I'm like, I'm not about you being wrong.
And that's not even correcting my grammar, if you were even correcting. That's correcting the spelling, which is not really grammar. I guess it's also, it's under the big umbrella of grammar. But like, okay, so that's the thing. I hate when people correct people's grammar. And I hate it even more when they're wrong. And I'm just like, at least when you correct somebody, like, fucking, maybe look it up first. You know? But yeah. You know, this is the kind of shit I get. Now that I changed my profile, it's definitely better. Not perfect, but it's better. A shower thought I recently had. Maybe bat soup wasn't that great of an idea.
Hi, Mo. Aisha! I'm tired. I'm gonna get real comfy. Get real comfy. I don't know. Dude, dating is hard, man. It's not easy. It's getting easier. Like, it's definitely getting, like, a lot easier now that I'm, like, just following my own pace and everything. Not feeling like I have to do anything, or, like, I feel obliged, or I feel bad if I don't do something or whatever. Hi, Gala. What's up? But yeah. It's getting easier. And also because I'm so busy, so it makes it very easy for me to know how I feel. Because when I'm busy and I'm still making time for someone, that means I really want to see them. Versus if I'm busy, I'm just like, I'd rather just work. Then it's like an easy toodles. You know? I haven't dated in years. Why not? Dates are fun. If they're fun, they're fun. When they're not fun, if people are like talking about fucking being Sagittarius, I'm just like, it's a Gemini thing. I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want to talk about fucking zodiac signs on a first date. No, thank you. I'm a hard pass on smoking. Yeah, because you're also French. Because, like, if you're in Toronto and you don't want to date anybody who smokes, there's, like, plenty of people who don't smoke. But, like, I feel like all French girls, I don't know a single French girl that doesn't smoke. Also, it was kind of funny because, so this, Chinese French Canadian guy, he was like, yeah, you don't look like you smoke. I'm like, what does it look like when you smoke? He's just like, I don't know, you got that vibe. Like, you can tell if a girl smokes or not. Keep conversation going? Would it be hard? Why? Why is it hard? Kind of trying, but it's so confusing. Other than how about I see her every day? Wait, what? You're trying what? You see your ex every day? You used to think the same. I didn't find out my ex smokes until 2 months in. Did you like that? Did you care? Ah. Yeah, I don't smoke. Dude, Yuki, you should move. I feel like if you don't want to, like, date someone that smokes, you probably should get out of France, no? Because I feel like all French girls smoke. I honestly don't know a single French girl that don't smoke. Breaking all my rules, I kind of like... Okay, that's the thing about rules. When you make one, you're literally telling your subconscious to break it. So, like, stop making rules. She actually quit like 2 months after. I never gave her shit, but I think she knew it made me uncomfortable. Yeah. But the thing is, when they have to quit, that means they might jump back, you know? I'd rather people don't have habits like that. Honestly, I don't love dating a smoker. When they smoke, I'm just like, ugh. Also, like, cigarette breath? No, thank you. Yeah, so you like Toronto, Yuki. Because, like, people judge smokers, like, so much over here. No matter if you're a guy or girl, nobody likes a smoker. Unless you only smoke weed, then that's different. Somehow. I don't know how that's different. What do you think about vaping? I think it's the same shit. I guess it smells better. You know? But if it's someone I have to kiss, I just prefer if they didn't inhale anything. Yeah, they slowly get into it. Especially I've heard, like, smoking breaks are, like, a huge bonding period for most girls in, like, Europe. So if you didn't smoke, like, you'd miss out on a lot of, like, coworker relationship stuff. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, I'm so glad. Even though I don't go to clubs anymore, but, like, I just resented, like, coming home with all your clothes smelling like just cigarettes. Nasty. Still smells like it if you go to, like, Japan, though, because you can smoke indoors. Emotionally horny for somebody? What does that mean? So you're horny or you're not horny? You're horny or you just, like, emotionally attached?
You want somebody, but it's not just physical. So you want to be with them. You don't just want to bone them. Right? Macy, hello. Why do you need to get over them? They don't like you? Why can't you have them? I used to have a lighter with me just for that. It actually worked. It's so funny. It was like, do you have a lighter? Yep. You want one? Nope. Impossible scenario. Okay. So, how long has it been since you decided that you want to get over them? Few months. Okay. I mean, the best way I would say just stop speaking to them. Cut them out of your life for a bit until you don't see them in that capacity anymore, and then you are able to back to be friends if you still want to be friends, or just don't even have contact. Because you have to nip the actual expectation and hope out, right? You have to nip it out. Nip it in the butt. Because if you don't, you're always going to be like, oh, it'd be so nice if we're together. Need a bandage solution? Go hook up with someone else. That's the bandage solution. But that's the thing. Sometimes you put a bandage on it and you rip it, and then that's gonna... It might tear the original wound. So like, bandage solutions usually don't work. It makes you forget about it for a while because you can't see it. But it doesn't mean it's going away. There's a huge amount of people who are like, if I stopped smoking, I would gain weight. And I'm like, I'd rather date somebody 40 pounds heavier than they are now, than a smoker. So that's the problem. The problem is you gotta give it time and you gotta stop talking to them. I think if you want to, it's not like you can't keep talking to them, but if you do, you're gonna get over them slower. That's all. If you want it fast, you gotta cut out the contact. No, you gotta cut out the contact. Stop talking to them. I bet you're still speaking to them because they reignited. It wouldn't have reignited for no reason. Right? To have self-control. Stop talking to them. If you keep talking to them, it's gonna keep happening. You never get over somebody if they're always in your life. You can reach out, but reach out when you're okay. You're clearly not over somebody, and don't reach out. Reach out to your friends. Reach out to people, to other people. Go on a date, you know? Like, use other things to fill your social calendar. Because you don't want to be missing this person. Until you realize, oh, I haven't thought about this person in a while. That's when you can reach out. If you're constantly thinking about them, don't reach out to them. Because you're not, like, then you're just not accepting the reality that it's not going to work out. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you just have to respect your own boundaries. If you don't respect them, you're gonna keep being stuck in this one place. Who wants that? I'm not saying you can't be friends with them. You just have to not be friends with them for a while. Until you're good. No, I had an ex about a couple years ago. I don't think I ever fully got over that person. Just because, like, that person kept being in my life. And I just don't... Like, at this point, like, obviously I don't have those feelings for it. Well, actually, maybe sometimes I still do. But I just kind of live with it now. But it's my mistake that we never stopped talking. Even though we don't talk a lot, but, like, we never stopped being each other's lives. And we never stopped talking. So, like, that feeling sometimes is always still there. And it's never gone away. Like, now I kind of just live with it. I just live with the fact that I'm always going to have feelings with this one guy. But that's okay. Like, because it's not going to work. And it doesn't, like, I don't lose sleep over it either, so. So it's just like, then that's like, suck it up. Sometimes certain people just got a place in your heart forever. So Jamie, you gonna go back to your ex, or do you want to? Yeah, I think some people just kind of linger in your heart for longer. Because you always feel like there's that piece of you missing, then they have it, you know? But the thing is, you just gotta remind yourself that you're complete. Nobody completes you. And you have to heal yourself so you're back to the completed state, so you don't always yearn for somebody else to complete you. To always, like, be in that scarcity and waiting for somebody to save you. Like, if you feel complete, you're not gonna always, like, hung up on this one person that provided the one thing that you didn't have. You're just gonna go get that thing yourself, you know? I think that's the more important and healthier takeaway. Hi, Burrito. The plants look so good. Yeah, they do, don't they? It helps if your exes are married and have kids. I mean, the thing is, okay, so there's another hot take, I guess. Like, it's okay to not get over somebody. The thing is, when you really think about it, if you broke up with somebody amicably, you're always gonna kind of love that person a little bit. You know? Because they impacted your life and you were so intimate with them. So, like, loving them in different ways is okay. You know? It doesn't stop you from loving somebody else later. It also doesn't take that love away from someone else. It's just, your heart is big, you know? Your heart is very big. When you love someone, you expand. You don't, like, it's not like a limited amount of love that you have to, like, quotient it to, you know, ration it to different people. It's just like, the more people that you've loved, the bigger your heart grows. So it's not like a thing, you know? Lorita, thank you so much for 40 months, Okaeri. Oni-chan. Thank you. I hope your insomnia is getting better. Well, looking at the time, probably not. God damn. But yeah. You know, it's just like, it's okay to always, like, this is something my osteopath said to me. He's like, to work through your abandonment issue, you need to look for a time where when you lose somebody, you're happy that they are always going to be a part of you. You're not sad that they left. You're not feeling abandoned. You just are happy that they're always going to be a part of you. You know what I mean? It's been pretty rough the last few weeks. Also had a knee injury flare up, but I'm doing well. Oh no. Well, I'm sorry. Not being able to sleep is like the biggest agony one could have, honestly. Because it's so important. So yeah. Like, I think we don't need to get over our love for somebody. We need to get over the notion that love is ownership. Because you can continue loving people without having them. And that's okay. And you don't have to feel bad. The only reason that you feel bad is because you equate love with ownership to a certain degree. And like, we all do a little, right? Because we're out here like pursuing monogamy, so but at the same time, when you really see the truth of love, it is really just an expansion of energy and you caring about somebody as much as you care about yourself, and then you can do that without having to, you know, have them do the same for you. When we require that, which is, I guess, part of social heteronormative, like the heteronormative society, that's when we need to grief a relationship. That's why we need to grief love. But you don't really have to stop loving people. You just have to accept the fact that they're not going to be in your life the same capacity. Yeah. 4 a.m. over here, I gotta wake up in 3 hours to get up to work. I feel that I said it was a 7:30 yesterday. God damn, you guys! Fucking hell. I woke up at 7 today. I went to bed at 11. Are you guys proud of me? I'm fucking proud of myself. I like, whenever I'm on my period, I'm like getting so hot, but then also so cold, so I'm just like constantly like covering myself up and then lifting it. Yeah, people always come in and go, you are not always in control. It will only make you more defensive and enjoy life less if you just try not to be heartbroken. Try not to get heartbroken. Yeah, no, like the thing is, why is your heart broken when someone stops loving you? It doesn't actually get broken. You know? You feel the piece of brokenness from the fact that you think you and that person is complete, and when they're gone, you're no longer complete. If you don't think like that, if you choose to think a different way, you know? If you choose to think a different way, it's not really gonna hurt. It's just gonna be like, okay, it kind of sucks. But if you don't live your life thinking somebody else's, their mission is to complete you, and if they don't complete you, you're no longer complete, then it's gonna hurt a lot less. You know? It's just gonna take adjustment to get used to being without somebody. Also though, it's funny because this is a while ago when I was talking to my therapist about it. He's like, when you truly believe you're complete, finding a person is very easy because you just need that person. You don't need that person to provide much. Like, there's not much that you need from a person, so that it's very easy to be with just about anybody. And at that point, it's just mostly timing and just like a decent amount of physical attraction. You know? And I was like, you're right. So I might as well just like focus on healing myself so that I don't need anything from anybody. I would still have wants, but you wouldn't need it and you wouldn't be so obsessed or like identify so much with your needs. I think that's the more important part, you know? But anyway. Do you have plans for New Year's? I have New Year's Eve plans, yeah. But I don't have Christmas plans. Looking for another is so time consuming and trying, especially if you're only into certain types. Yeah, I don't have a type. I don't have that problem. Do you have any advice on moving on from friends who may not care about you anymore because you've been distant for a while? I think about them daily but haven't brought myself to visit them for fear that they might give me the cold shoulder or may have already moved on. Do you want to move on? If you think about them daily, wouldn't you just want to actually try to reach out and like try to be friends with them? Feels like moving on is not what you need. Having friends take effort. That's literally what I said earlier. It shouldn't take a lot of effort, but it definitely does take effort. One of the people in the friend group has blocked me, but the others are still fine with me. I don't know. Okay, well, I think you should try to reach out. If when you reached out, they still didn't want to hang out with you, then you can try to move on, you know? Because obviously from the way you're communicating with me, it just seems like you are more trying to figure out if they still want to be friends with you because you clearly still want to be connected to them. So I'd make effort to do that first. I'd say that would probably be harder on you than just knowing. I mean, yeah, I feel like the anxiety of them giving you cold shoulder is worse than just actually just getting the cold shoulder and then like just be like, okay, well, like if they're treating me like this, I'm not about to like let people treat me like this. You know what I mean? I think the most important part is you facing the fact that some people just might not vibe with you anymore, and that's okay. But you need to find out instead of always constantly live in this fear and anxiety. Because that shit eats you up. And you don't want it to eat you up. You know? What?
Jamie, thank you for $25.
Now vibing is everything, right? Vibing is like, it's like short for vibration. So when you vibrate differently, on a different level, it's like, say if you're pursuing fulfillment in your lifetime and then somebody else is pursuing feeding themselves, like barely getting ends meet. Like it's gonna be very, very difficult for you to find common ground with that person. You know?
Thanks, Jamie.
I mean, if you ask them and they're always busy, then that's your answer though. Because nobody's always busy. That's a lie. Like, you can always interpret the whole I'm always busy as in I'm always busy for you. Like, as harsh as that is, you might as well do that. True, something I learned is some people talk to you and do things with you on their free time, and some others free up their time to talk to you and do things with you, and you should know the difference. Yeah, but then also, it also is up to how much effort you make and what you bring to them as well, right? Like, so it's not just, like, you have to leave it up to people how much effort they make. The more effort you make, the more likely they're gonna make effort too, so it's not just like how people are treating you, but it's also about how you treat them as well. And yeah. I think, for example, most of my friends I talk to when I'm free because we don't have anything particular that we have to do. But if my friends need me, I'll make time for them. Does that make sense? And I think that's completely normal. Like, I don't have to make time to hang out with people in order to maintain the friendship. I think that's the kind of friendship I don't want. Because if it takes a lot of effort to maintain a friendship, that friendship, I don't know if that friendship is worth. Because that means the rest of your life, when you're friends with this person, you have to take a lot of effort to maintain them. And who the fuck has the energy for that? You know? Guys, I gotta go. Like, I'm in so much pain. Like, it didn't get better. Like, I've just been like kind of racing through the pain, but I'm like really struggling. It's okay. I think it's been difficult because I'm also doing acupuncture, so my body's changing. And obviously when your body's changing, it's gonna have some sort of differences, you know? So the period first day is gonna be more rough. So it's okay. Yeah, I had a whole full day planned, but then as soon as my period came, like, it was just, like, the day's over. Like, I couldn't do anything. I wanted to film today. I wanted to, like, finish editing a video today. Didn't do any of that. I'll just do that tomorrow because
Gotta preserve my energy and treat my body well, you know? But yeah. So yeah, Dorito, I think it's not, don't, I think most likely you're probably not, like, if they're always busy for you, then it's probably just time to move on. You can try one last ditch effort. It's Christmas, you know? Just try to hang out with them one more time because, you know, Christmas is a time where okay, yeah, so this is something I don't recommend. This is something we do a lot as a society. We overthink and we don't communicate. You just need to communicate. Because thinking is you painting the story that's completely in your head. But communicating is to verify if the story even had a reason to be there in the first place. Okay, so think less and communicate more. You're not maybe just overthinking, you're obviously overthinking. And anxiety does that. You know? Because you're spending a lot of time thinking and painting a picture because you don't know, right? So just find out. Even if the answer might be painful, it's always better to find out instead of having to, you know? Yeah. Alright, good luck. Oh god, I gotta go. I can't. I'm dying. I'm dying, guys. I'm gonna have to take a painkiller and then knock out. Yeah. Alright. You're welcome. Always welcome. I'll see you guys next week. If you guys haven't followed my Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, go follow it. And I'll be posting a video soon. And I will keep filming videos. I'm trying a few more things with that too. So stay tuned. I'm like, you know, I'm really happy doing these videos because it makes me happy to learn new skills. And I'm also very happy to stream on Sundays. So even if I feel like shit today, I was like, nah, we're gonna stream, you know? I am unwell. Wayne, thank you for 2020. Hi, Leonhart. Anything good to watch? Oh, yes. So if you want Chinese show recommendation, I have a bunch. I have, let me type it in chat. So there's this. I think it's on YouTube. There's English translations. It's really good. What else? Ching. These two are very, very good. Like, they're very happy as well. Like, they're not like your normal, you know, love story that's very, like, like trying way too hard to make the love story really difficult. Like I don't like those. I want light. This is very light but well done. So these two I really, really recommend. I recommended the first one to Grace, and she loved it. She was like, "Oh my god, it's so good." And yeah, the second one she hasn't started. She just finished the first one. So yeah, I recommend. If you guys wanna give it a watch. I think they're both on YouTube and both have English subs. Yeah. Recommend. Very good. Alright. Wayne, thank you for 2020. Arigato. I am unwell. Thanks for that. And for those of you who haven't sent me a card, remember to send me cards. Christmas cards. I really appreciate them. They're the best thing. Okay? Love you. Darius, thank you so much for 55 months of kairi. Nani-chan, arigato. Hello. Alright, I'm about to dip though. I've been okay. Like I'm right now struggling because my period's cramping like a lot. So I'm not having a great time right now. But I've been okay. My head is starting to hurt too. Okay. Have a good night. Thank you guys for watching, talking to me as always. I love you guys. Have a great week. Have a great night. And if I don't see you guys again, which I know I'll see most of you, Merry Christmas and all that good stuff, you know. If you go on vacation and don't watch stream, don't worry about it. Have a Merry Christmas. Alright, I'm gonna go. Remember to follow my socials, follow my Instagram, follow my TikTok, my YouTube, and all that good stuff. Okay? I love you guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.